La 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 la. Ah, there was a problem. Gas station and um something like a set. Yep. Is guaranteed to be unique. My initial logic was that um, if cost is greater than S, then it's not possible, right? Wait, okay. Um, so total gas should be greater than equals to. Okay. Mm, let's loop and T gas is going to be gas and T cost is total cost, right? If this is greater than gas, then simply return -1. If not, then there is a way. How can I prove that? It can be greater than cost. Yeah, there is only one solution. Maybe I can iterate. Hmm. Gas and cost. I can look at the prefix. Answer is 3. So 10 and cost is greater. Hmm. Hello. There is only one solution. So my code forces rating is 1500 and something. I think it's after yesterday's contest. Yeah, 1504. From where you can start? Okay, I cannot start from here because cost is greater. I cannot start from nah. Hmm, I can start with 4, but classic greedy problem. I don't know. I don't understand what's the idea to solve this. Five plus 4 is 9, right? Nope. Any hints? There are no hints here, but so I'm starting from this. Cost will always be less than or equal to gas. So if I do like gas minus cost, right? So starting from here, whatever this cost is, this should be greater than total cost. Um, Wait, I'm starting from here. Then these two. Why can't start from here? Because this is 12. I get 12 gas because of this too. Two integers. Let's say I have some points on the number line. They can overlap, right? I will try to pick this overlap. But if points are sorted, so here I can only pick like 3. Wait, this is greater. Three 7 is fine, but this is also fine. There is only one common. I will pick the last two. Let's say I have 2 and 3 in the set right now. I will check whether 2 exists here. It's not. So 2 common is not possible. 3 is common. So I will put one more element. I will pick 7 in that case, right? So we have 2, 3 and 7. Yes, I did. I solved 2, 3. I couldn't solve 4th on time, so. But actually 4th one was easy, like a little bit of a greedy idea. I got 3, 4 wrong answers. I did it after the contest. So it was like the greedy idea that you want to find subarray where their OR is equal to the max element. Because it cannot be less than that, it can only be equal. You should do live on like, no, I can't do like Leetcode contest live. But I can try something. I can do like screen recording. That's what I can do. So one thing I was not able to get it was this thing where because due to duplicates, I also have to store the last index so that I don't double count. This one was like completely easy DP. You just look at the constraints and then you realize that you can actually check for all numbers. And because numbers are also going to 10 to the power 4, then at max your XOR can only be like whatever the MSB is, starting from there and all ones after that. So I took like 1E5. like a random value. Maybe I can take something else. Right. So I'm just iterating over it, over the whole array that is given, and I'm checking if I found some value previously. If not found, then just continue. If found, then I just store its I just look at its XOR and just 2 plus 1. And I have to return a minimum number of removals. So here what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to maximize the numbers. By the way, I took some time to solve these two because I have to prove. Is my internet, am I lagging? Now it's fine, I guess. Oops. About code forces. I don't know what's going on. Okay, finally. I think it was flip flop. Okay, so this was like a simple greedy problem. You have given a starting kind of a bound, and you will try to maximize it. So the best option is to pick the shortest, increase it, and also you want to utilize this value of k as much as you can. This is why I'm picking like minimum of whatever is k and whatever I need, right? Because I cannot pick like more than c. So I will try to equalize it. Then I have just added it, and after you've finished, you will be having the maximum c. This one was very simple. You just have to see like if you put k equals to infinite, then you want j to be greater, and you can go n square in this. Or if you will pick something like a very small number, let's say negative infinite, in that scenario, you want j to be as low as possible, because you have this mod like, so the more negative number, the more the better in that case. So you will just pick whatever is max. Just count how many numbers are greater and how many numbers are less than that. Just return whatever is max. You stuck on third question. Okay. See, I got a lot of wrong answers. I was even confused like where to use this flush, etc. So I think my first problem, I did some mistake. Yeah, I forgot to add a space in my second summation. So here my logic was like a little bit off. Compilation error. So the logic here is that so there can only be n zeros, and there are n numbers that, and all are unique. So if you have checked, let's say n minus 1 pairs, okay, then you can say something about the last pair that is left. And what you can say, see, the worst case is all those n minus 1 pairs have like a single zero and single some other element. Right? Or there is also a possibility that one of them pair has two unique elements, the rest of the pair has a single zero. In that scenario, your last pair will have both zeros, or at least you will have a single zero, right? This is what you have to realize. So this is what I'm checking here. Okay. So if not found, then the last pair that you have, So one of those two value is going to be 0. So you can check it with like any other pair. So you can simply check, let's say you have two values left, you can check first one with any single one of the pairs. So this is what I did. I'm checking with 1, right? Then I'm checking with 2, right? So if this is all not true, then last is going to be 0. And there could also be a scenario that 1 and 2 both are unique. Then you don't have to worry because this is going to be 0 anyway. If both are 0, then this is also 0. So it's okay. I will also solve fourth one. I will try it. Fourth was also some greedy problem, I guess. Host fires. You have given some R, G, and B, and you want to arrange it. I don't know how to do this. Take a look afterwards. हाँ तो कहाँ पे थे? You have 2 and 3. Then from here you have 3 and 7. Do I have 7? Do I think it's good. Then there is nothing common, so you need 2 more. Take 8 and 9. What if R is like same? So you have something like 3 and 6, and another point is like 7 and 6. Picking 5 and 6 is also gonna satisfy this. What if this is 3 and this is 7? 7, 6. I have less range here. I don't want that. Suggestion, I will just say you need to be consistent and also focus on core subjects. It's very important to understand how like the computers work, how does a CPU work. There is actually a amazing video on this. You should know like how logic gates work, semiconductor, how do you store data, right? I think we use latches to store data in RAMs. Similar concept. I should have somewhere in my playlist. Yeah, there you go. If you actually wanna learn how does a computer work, you should watch this video. Everything from start to the end. You will learn like a lot of things. Link I will share. Is this my playlist link? This video got a lot of views. I think there were like 3,000-4,000 views when I see this video. I'm sharing link with you guys. You can check it out. It's a pretty cool video. And maybe you can also try to, design circuits by yourself. I don't remember the name of the application, but this guy is using some application. I will recommend like to try that. And also just maybe you can start doing some data structures or development, whatever you like. Title channel. Okay, Chicha, what you doing here? Um, so what I was saying is that I want this range to be maximized. So I actually want 7 and 3, right? Because I don't want to limit my values. Mm, let's take some more example. Maybe let's say 4 and 6. I can pick 5 and 6. Going to work here. Going to work, let's say here too, or maybe not. Um, use echo guide. I have done striver sheet, but I have done a lot of problems on CSES. Let me show you. I have like 2 accounts. I have done like a lot of good problems on CSES, so you can try this one out. And make sure you do like a sliding window thing. Sliding window one is actually pretty good. Tree algorithms is also good. You will get to learn a lot of new things like binary lifting and things like Euler's tour or maybe HLD. Although I don't know HLD, but you will find everything. And this is very good for Leetcode because Leetcode problems, they are not very greedy in nature. Most of the problems is just about implementation. So you can solve it. Also do like some mathematics, very helpful. So yeah. There are also some good problems on Spodge, but I won't recommend Spodge. Maybe just go with CSES, Code Forces, and Leetcode. It's better. Um, okay. Okay. Okay, I think I got it. Um, I need every single pair. Wait, I can sort this here too. So what do I want? I'm going to have 2 of these. Um, let's sort it by the second value in ascending order because I want these ending values to be sorted first. I know him, yep. These, I think you mispronounced, but I know him definitely. Okay. So what do I do now? So if the second index is not equal, right, then what I want B to have a greater, right? So this is sorted in ascending order, but if these both are equal, then I want this to be greater, right? Now I will pick an initial value So it's starting from 1. So no, from 0. I can pick like -1 maybe. Let's say 1 is x and 1 I'm going to take by, and then I am going to loop through. So here I have to check. So let's say y by is greater than x. So first I will check for y. So if y is greater than I of let's not be confused. This is also I. J of I first. So I want this to be greater or equals to this. If it is possible, then nothing is going to add to the answer. That means first year, I don't know, science subject, but science subject are also very important now. I don't know why people think that studying physics or maths is like something not useful, but this whole thing is nothing but maths. If you will think about it, I will just say like whatever subject you have. So like I'm in third year right now, and I still have subjects like economics, humanities subjects. There are like few, but like I'm good with it. You can get like easy marks in those subjects. Maths and physics, they can be like a little bit tough if you don't have a good base. But those I think are very important subjects. Wait, what I was thinking. I have chosen those two values, and L is already sorted in descending order, so I don't have to worry about this. Hmm. And because, so I can continue and continue, but here I can't. Hello Shubham Bhaiya, welcome to the stream. This is not sorted at all. Maybe I can just try to print this first. Let's take let's take the first value. Okay, let's see what we have. Oh, this will throw some error. Study C basics, you can start in C. Invalid comparison, because AB, excuse me. You have to return. I did. This is not a problem. It's showing some error here. Result unused. I don't see why. Okay, it might be. Huh. There are two values only. What is the issue? Okay. My God. We can start with 1 and 2. Then return during doing sorting in Java. I do there. Yeah, this was the issue. Hmm. Okay, let's. Okay. X is less, right? So if the first element is already greater, then I have to pick two of these. So X is going to be whatever is the last element minus 1, and Y is going to be this last element. Okay, that is it. And I have count, so I will add 2 in this count. Another condition. So let's say this X is either equal or it lies inside, but this is greater than X. Excuse me. Maybe by is inside it. Then I will check with the next this element. By exist, but X doesn't. So same thing, but I will only add 1. is this like a, I can do n square, so is this a good solution? I have some condition. So we have 1 and 2, and so 2 is y. Is this greater? It's not greater. um then I will check with x. Is it greater than x? It is greater than x. So if this is greater than x and this is equal to or less than y, then I need to add 1. Like, so what I am going to add? The last element, 3, right? So what I'll do is I will not touch by. I will make x equals to the last, and I will add 1 as a count. Now I have 2 and 3. I want y to be greater than x. Not sure about this thing. Oh my god. Seriously. Okay, this works. Okay, this is a good solution. But why 132 ms? Am I printing? Oh yeah. Zero ms. So this is like the best possible solution for this. Okay. Let's solve something else. Minimum cost to hire keyboard. Okay, let me explain again. Okay, so first of all, read the problem. So what you want a set, you want size of the set, and this set should contain like 2 values in range from everyone. So what I did, I first sorted this in ascending order by their endpoints, and then I sorted by their starting point in descending order, just in case if ending points are equal, right? Then what I'm doing, I'm just taking some random points, -1 and both points as -1. But I'm making sure here that y should be greater than or equals to x. Okay. Now, if there is a situation where this starting value is less than y, right? Y and x, these are the values chosen like from the previous sets. That means you need to add 2 values here because nothing is common. Okay. Excuse me. But if this is not the case, that means y lies inside. Now you have to check for x too, right? Because it's possible maybe y lies and x doesn't. So I'm checking for x, right? If it doesn't lie, then you have to add a single value because y is inside, x is not. And because you're adding a single value, the best possible value to add is the last one. And also here, as you can see, I'm adding 2 values. So I'm picking y as the last value and x as last -1. So these are like the best values you can pick because ranges are sorted. And here I am swapping because after doing that, x is going to be greater than y. And I don't want that, right? This is why I'm swapping. So yeah. See, this my solution is similar. Yep, my solution is similar to these solutions. Go and crack all the Googlers. Quality and wage, minimum wage expectation. We want to hire K workers to form a group according to the following rules. Must be paid with least. Each worker must be directly proportional to their quality. Double of another worker in the group, they must be paid twice as much. The least amount money needed to form a group satisfying the above conditions. Answer within 10 to the power. Okay, we need to use double and we need to be careful with the calculations. What is the goal here? Okay, goal is to reduce the amount of money. Okay, so reduce the cost. This is the goal. And we need to pay at least the minimum wage. And if we have decided like some minimum wage, then it depends on the quality. So how much money we are going to pay is minimum of their minimum wage, comma, their like quality factor. Okay, and we want to like choose the initial cost so that we can reduce all of the we can reduce this quality factor, the cost that comes from a quality factor. So we cannot just greedily pick the people that have the minimum wage requirement. We will also have to see the quality. And I think the answer completely depends on my first pick. We pay 70 to 0th worker, so we have decided to pick this one. And then how much we are going to pay him? Half. So we'll pay him like 35 to second worker. But like directly proportional, if this means a worker quality is double, they must be paid twice as much. This is fixed. Twice as much. So how much we are paying him? 70. Then he should be paid like 140. No? Oh, we only want to hire 2 workers. So we are not going to pick him. Else we have decided to pick this one. Sense. What if we pay him 30 and then we pay him 60? But what if their minimum wage is greater than that amount? And answer always exists. K is less than equal to n. I mean, yep. Cost will be greater. That's it. We want to pick a worker that has the highest quality and lowest wage, right? But we may not able to pick K workers then. Pick 420 worker. Then we are paying. So it should be like 4 to 8. I mean, yep. So this wage is like a bound. If I can't, I just can't. I have nothing in my mind right now. If I can pick my first worker, rest of them I can. How can I do like some? What is this quality? So if I have picked a worker, picking next worker is going to be how much cost? It is going to be its quality upon the quality of the first worker. This is going to be the cost for all the workers, right? Qi upon Q0. I mean, multiply by the minimum cost, of course. Whatever was the wage of that worker. And it should be greater than or equal to the wage of that worker that we are picking. So what we can do, I need to sum and see if I can do something. Let's say this is Q1 by Q0 into the minimum wage. Okay. And then I will be summing these up with the same thing. So I am going to have what? I will be having sum of qualities multiplied by the minimum wage of the chosen worker, and this is going to be divided with Q0. This is my total cost. I want this to be minimized. So I just need sum. This is correct. Taking minimum upon Q0 common. Okay. But we also have to make sure that it is greater than or equals to minimum wage. I can pick this and this, right? Just subtract the quality of the chosen one. But how will I enforce this thing that whatever the cost I'm adding, it is like greater than or equals to its wage? I need to solve this one. I know the minimum wage. Wait, Q1 upon Q0 into minimum. This is the cost. Should be greater than equals to what? Its wage. That is different actually. That is not the same. Hmm. This thing is fixed. Right. Q1 should be greater than or equals to wage into Q0 upon minimum. This is a condition that I need to satisfy. For at least K. Okay, for at least K eyes. I know the wages. I just need to see like Q1 should be greater. I will just pick the ones with greater qualities because that maximizes. Maybe wages are just too much high. In that scenario, I can't do anything. directly proportional. Hmm, I can do n square, but not not safe. Basically, quality upon wage should be greater than or equals to q naught upon min. This I can check. I can see like for every single quality and minimum, are there enough workers that satisfy this condition? If satisfies, then I can get like the total cost in O of 1, and then I can minimize that cost. So these wages are for again for like some I workers. So I can put it here. Now we just need to check whether there are enough these that satisfy. So we can store this in a vector and we can sort this out. Right? Yeah. Um, what I'm storing, let's call this ratio. Um, size is going to be the same, right? Quality upon wage. This one is going to be a double. Typecast. This is how we do it. I don't know. Maybe. Quality upon wage. So quality of I upon wage of I. What do we have though? Is fine. Yeah. Now for this one, let's go ahead. Now again I will do traversal for everything. Let's also store minimum cost. Initialize it with 0. Now I need to check. So let's say this is my pick that is current. My pick is q naught upon minimum wage. Similar thing. Then I need to see how many. So let's quickly sort this. Okay. Now I need to see how many numbers are greater. And by the way, I don't want this to be there. So there is going to be a number that is equal to this exactly. I don't want that. So let's go with the lower bound. But there can be more same elements maybe. So let's go with the upper bound. Which one is better? Let's go with the upper bound. Okay, and do it on ratio. And what we want to check? This current. So we want an index that is greater than current. We are checking these values equal to and greater than. Okay. Let's also get the index. Now this IT is just index. Now at this particular index is either equal to this or greater than. So all the indexes that are coming after this are going to be compatible. So if n minus this IT, n is total number, IT is this index. This is how many we have. If this is greater than or equals to k, then that means we can pick these workers. And if we can pick, then the cost is how much? Is sum of quality. I will also be picking some quality. So Q naught is quality. This is going to be 0 into minimum. Yep, it works. So I need this sum of quality. Let's store this one too. Let's call this TQ. I don't know why, but right now we have total quality. We will multiply it by minimum wage and we will divide it by this Q naught. Okay. So double result is how much? Total quality into whatever is the minimum. The minimum wage is the one that right now. This is the minimum wage. And I have to divide this by the cost, the quality, sorry. This is the quality that I have. And then minimum cost is going to be minimum of minimum cost, comma this res. Initialize it with a very big number. I don't know whether this is correct or not, but let's see. This logic is good, but coming to 10. So my answer should start from here actually. So what is the total quality? Wait, I don't need total quality. I only want to pick K. Okay, this is a problem. So I will start picking from where to where. But then this is going to be big O of something. I can make a prefix. Let's do it. And let's make it initially as the no, but after sorting, no, that is not correct. Let's go for n square. Okay, I don't give a fuck at this point. Let's not sort this. Okay. I think I can go n square. Or maybe I can start with this IT. Start picking everything starting from here. I don't know their quality. So I need two things. I also need their quality, right? Then I need some of those qualities. So this ratio is going to be a pair. And then we have this one, and then we also have a quality. Now, let's make pair of cur comma can be like minimum as possible. I don't care. So in case when current is equal, okay, this is good. Now let's do something. Let's start from this IT and let's go like k times. Um, how can I do this? Just loop. J is less than IT plus k, so I only want to pick k numbers. Okay. Okay. T quality plus equals to ratio of day dot second. Error because of, why is this error coming? Because of this double, and my pair is basically double and int. Let's make it minus. What is I mean, I don't have to do it. This is also okay. Nope, I can't compare. Ratio is pair of double and int. This is a problem. Could not match reverse iterator against pair. Invalid operands to binary expression. I don't know. I can't use lower bound on this. I can. Double widgets still fine. Hmm. Misplaced parentheses. What? Oh. It works. It works. Okay. Let's submit. Wrong answer. Passes some test cases, but I can fix that. Okay. So my answer is coming out to be greater. I can do something. Where I'm going wrong. So this lower bound is good or not? I don't even care about this one. I just care about current. Right? Okay, I think condition is wrong because I also want to. This is correct now. Okay, no, not really. N minus IT. 5 minus 2 is 3. This is 0th index, so N5 we have 6 elements. 6 minus 0 is how much? Mm, mm. I can do it with prefix now if I really want to, but where is the problem though? Is this correct? Should be equality is double. So it should be greater than or equals to UI upon wage. Quality upon wage be greater than equals to quality upon wage of sum. What if I just do like big O of n square? I can pick a worker and then I can pick k more. Min. I think this is correct. Zero in first, so shorted greater than equals to this using binary search. First element where it is greater than equals to current intermittent to ensure any second value is included. Anything less than this index I cannot pick. This formula is correct. Total quality into wage. Yup. Because quality. Wait a minute. Um. Huh. You find ratio of the. I mean, you have minimized. You want to reduce this T quality. So I will not look. Okay. Huh. Maybe. Maybe let's just. I think I know what's going on. Now what is T quality? Now I need to sort this. So once this is sorted, now I can go to and now T quality can be summed up U of J. Now I have the minimum T quality out of those K. Okay, this was the issue. Complexity is square. Time limit exceeded. Okay, now I have to optimize this. Solution is absolutely correct. Right. So I have these some valid positions. I want K maximum. So from IT to n minus 1. How can I get it? K maximum numbers in least time. Hmm. Hmm. Binary. Research is good. This is just a check, right? Do I get? Guys, give me 2 minutes. Okay, I want the sum of maximum k. I can use like a maybe a vector, and how will I store sum? At position n minus k, I will have the sum of all k numbers. Then after that index, if that element is less than some max previously, then I can add it. I can use this logic, but um hmm how can I do that? I need to keep track of maximum, right? But I just use a DQ. I can use a multiset maybe. Um n minus k. So for last k indices, um this is just ratio of n minus 1 dot second, and then after that I need to keep track of the maximum. Then I can remove that maximum and add it, right? That will be a new max. Let's do that. Maximum of maxi, or this one. After this, and just add it. Plus the previous one. Have to start from n minus 2 then. Now what we do, we again start from n minus k minus 1. So n minus k is done, and we will go till 0, and here we can do something. Okay, so if this current one, this should be I, by the way, if this is greater than maxi, so maxi is the window. So if this is greater, then there is no point of picking this one, right? So in that case, just continue. We don't want to do anything. And this quality of I is going to be quality of I plus 1. That is it. Else, this can also be equal to some maximum. That's okay. Now this is less than maximum. How do I go back to previous max? Oh my god, this is not good. This is not good. Am I just overcomplicating? Maybe this is very easy. I have just overcomplicated it. Or maybe if it's a easy problem, I can do it in like 2 minutes. If it's medium, then it takes like 10 minutes. Like medium has a lot of variance though. Some easy medium problems can be solved in like 5 minutes, and some may take like 20 minutes. Hard problem can take more than 30 minutes for me, especially the type of problem like if I have never solved before. Like this type of problem I have never solved. So I have to think like everything from the scratch. Should I use a DQ? Keep putting the values. I need to pick top k elements. I use some different data structure. What about a priority queue? You have started from yesterday. You can't expect to solve an easy problem in like 2 minutes if you're just getting started. Just give it some time. You should already be familiar with like a lot of things to solve an easy problem. For example, how to use a set, how to use a map, how to use prefix and suffix, properties of mod, right? Strings, palindromes, these kind of things. So it's okay if you have started from yesterday. That's completely normal. Just take your time. What if I use a priority queue? And if size of the priority queue, then how will I track? I think maybe I can do it. If I can't do this with priority queue, then it's GG. Then it's not possible for me to do this. Okay. Let's put this pq.push. Just pushing k elements into it. Quality of I is second plus fine. Okay, from here I will have to start checking. Okay, so if this particular thing is greater than whatever is the value at the top, or maybe equal to, okay, don't pick that particular element. Okay, else if that is not the case, that means then what I want to do, let's see which element is at the top. Okay, this was the element. Now quality of I is going to be what? It's going to be quality whatever was to the next index minus this t, okay, plus this current value ratio dot second. Okay, because this is less than, so this is going to be a better answer. And then I will just push this value again. So size is also maintained. Now this IT quality is nothing but quality of IT. Now I don't have to do all of that. This is not correct. Okay. So this is max heap. Exactly what I need. Is this fine? Is this fine? There should be a mistake somewhere, right? I should check what is the quality. Wait, what ratio plus quality, and you're putting the ratio in. Yet you are not popping anything as well. Okay, I forgot to pop. Again, wrong answer. Okay, it fixed this one. So the solution is good, but again, something is wrong. Something I'm missing, right? I have already sorted. Good. Double. Could I also make this double? I don't need. I don't have to because everything is integer. Hmm. Let's see. Maybe we can just. Should be greater than or equals to k minus n. Okay. N minus k. Either it is n minus k or it is something greater than n minus k. N minus k minus 1. This is correct. Okay. Wait, why am I not k is 2, so it goes here and here. What is n minus k minus 1 here? 3 minus k. So this is 2, right? So it should go till n minus k. This is wrong. Um only want this to, and then you should start from n minus k. Hmm. Undefined behavior. This was the problem, right? Is this index valid? I is 0, n is 3 minus 2 is 1. Oh, 3, 2, 1. This is fine. But okay, I got 25. But it is also sorted. Mm, hmm. First we got 5, then we got let's see what should be the answer and what the answer actually is. Okay. Hmm. 10, 5, 20. Okay. Answer should be 20, then 25. And once you come here, the answer should be 15. That is the minimum cost to pick two elements, right? And what it is, okay, for all of that, int v in quality, cout v base. It's wrong. Coming out to be 25, 20. Why is that so? Okay. By the way, 10 is less than 20, so you should subtract 20 and you should add 10. Okay, this is wrong somehow. Not sure though. What is n minus k minus 1? It's 3 minus 2 minus 1. That's 0. So you check ratio of 0 is 10. Is this greater than equals to pq dot top? The top should have 20, right? what I'm pushing inside it. What to be this is fine. This is also fine. And from this 25, you are subtracting 20 and you're adding the current one. I don't know where it's going wrong though. What is at pq.top? Let's disable everything. Okay. Okay, I have 5. So by default, this is minimum heap. Is priority queue default? It's a maximum heap, right? And oh my god, I've okay. Can't, no way, I forgot. To push this one actually. Now the answer is correct. Okay. Very amazing mistake. Please. Oh my god. 48. My output is coming out to be less. Only 2 test cases. Oh, maybe because of this int max. Because int max equals to this. Okay. But the answer is in double. What is range of double C++? Use 64 bits of memory and 15 to 16 bits for decimal digits for okay. Do we have double max? Just like we have some int max or no. Let's use some big value. 1 2 3 4 5 6 can be assigned like 1e15. Is that okay? Okay, seems fine. Hmm. Wait, how much time I have given to this problem, by the way? One hour? More than that? Yeah, around 1 hour. That's okay. Solved it ultimately. Hmm. Partition labels. No, it's easy. Just minimum number of refueling stops. A car travels from a starting position to destination, which is target miles east of starting position. Starting from somewhere, going to the target. There are gas stations along the way. The gas stations are presented in array stations. And this is the amount of fuel. Car starts with a finite tank, which is start fuel. Initially, it uses 1 liter of gas for 1 mile that it drives. When the car reaches a gas station, it may stop and refuel. Transferring all the gas from the station into the car. Minimum number of car must take in order to reach. If it cannot reach, return -1. A car reaches a gas station with 0 fuel left, car can still refuel. Okay. So it can be 0, but it can't go negative. Difference between them is of 90. If we have like 90 fuel, we have to reach here. So after leaving from here, we need at least 90. So if starting fuel plus the fuels at the station which are less than target. Nope, I need to see their difference. Stations are sorted, no? They should be sorted by their position. First index 10, 20 and 30. They must be sorted. Okay. If they are equal, I want maximum fuel first. So they should be sorted in ascending order, and it should be, no, there can't be more than 2 stations. $500 only. I need to pick like some minimum stations. So first I can try to pick all, and I can see whether n-1 is possible, n-2 is possible, n-3 is possible. But how do I do that? When I can skip a station. So stations position of it should be less than target. Okay, this is the station. Fine. It has a fuel of 100. Starting fuel is 1, so we can't even reach to this station. That's okay. So we are starting from 0. Starting from 0. whatever is the minimum station is. If the starting fuel is 10, I want the maximum station that is less than this, but then fuel also matters. Then still refuel. Then I will sum up this fuel. So my target is to maximize fuel. Okay, I want to maximize fuel so that I can reach. And how will I maximize fuel? If that is greater, I can go there. Okay. After all of that, maybe in a binary search, I have like enough fuel. Maybe I can binary search on position, right? If my starting fuel is something like 10, I can binary search with a upper bound of 10. So I get then -1 is going to be the one that I want, where I want to refuel. I will refuel there, but I also have these other stations. Maybe I'm not able to reach some station and there is some better option. We just want to minimize the stations. Maybe this is a good idea. Binary search. Um, hmm. But why is this going to work? I can reach 10, and maybe I can't reach any station afterwards. Oh, then if I can't reach any stations afterwards, I need more fuel. Maybe I can start taking fuel from the back, right? Because I can reach that station, so whatever extra fuel I'm getting, that is going to be extra added. But okay, mm, and I can do like n square, so that is not something that is bounded. Maybe I should use some n square technique. All valid index, but I have only picked one. But um, hmm, previous problem was like 2200. I guess. Yep. This one is even easier. Hmm. I can also do n cube if I want to. Maximize fuel, minimize station. And in the end, I should have some fuel left. That is my target minus the last pick position. That is the amount of fuel I should have. This is a easy one, but got some 60. After getting 60, I can go to 60, fuel at 60 with 40, and then I can 100 minus 60 is 40. I can reach. So binary search is going to work in that case, but Could be other cases too. Once I reach this station, does that matter how many fuel I have? Does. Once I reach to the target, then it doesn't matter. Then I can minimize. So I'm minimizing fuel, right? So I can actually do a binary search. Um, I can try. Okay. Stations of I. This is a position and this is a fuel. What we do now? We have some starting fuel. Okay. We want to binary search with that starting fuel. Okay. Let's do this. I want upper bound on stations. This maybe I should make a new one with a pair and sort. And here we have this much of fuel. Wait, what is my target though? So let's say current position is 0. So how much I need? Okay. So the amount of fuel I need is basically a current position plus fuel. This is my fuel, this is my position, that is my current position. I need something greater than that, and then I am not bounded by. Now I have the index. Now if this idx equals to 0, wait, this can also be like maybe this upper bound is simply dot begin to start. I start at plus I. I don't have to do that. So this is going to be fine. If this is 0, also do -1. This is the one I can pick. So if idx is less than 0, then not possible. Else what I do? Else position is going to be stations of this particular index. So this is my current position now, and my start fuel is now summed up to why I am doing this, by the way. Okay. Um, maybe I is less than n, but thing like fuel be current position is like I don't know what I'm doing. So you can go n square. Okay, so let me start with 10 fuel. I can reach till some index, right? Um, then we start from this index onwards, and we try to go to the next one. Oh, I want to reach some index, but I also want to maximize. Again, it may have lesser fuel. So spending 10 fuel and I got 30. Total gain is, I'll pick this. My total gain is how much? You have lost 10 distance, you have gained 30 fuel. So my gain is 20 when I reach this station. When I'll reach this one, my gain is going to be 50. 60 minus 10. No. Whatever my current position. So 10 minus current position. So I'm gaining like 60 fuel from here. I don't know. And why I'm not able to solve this one? Easiest solution, we have a car with unlimited. Given an array, each index in a gas represent amount of coal. Okay. So we start from first. Make a trip to second. Array R, where is the logic? Say brute force solution. N square. Simulation. As soon as a gas station become negative, it's stop and move to the next starting point. We have to look at what makes car stop. This example, car start at 0 and it is able to make at 3 gas stations, and after trying to make fourth, it's run out of gas. It can make this trip. It starts over simulating with the gas station as a starting point. The next simulation is useless and wasting time, because if you're starting from here, you can ultimately reach. If you're starting from here, nope. In time, you already know that these gas stations and trips. To fuel consumption, we were at some kind of a surplus, or at very least we were breaking even with exactly enough fuel to make every trip, because we were at some kind of deficit. Can't make a trip, as we can't make a trip starting at very beginning. We can't over here at index 1 or 2 or 3. Okay, maybe. Okay, so we were in surplus. Okay, we had enough fuel to reach there. So if from here we are not able to go to the next station, then it is not possible. Okay, now that makes sense. Now that makes sense. All right. Just give me a minute. Okay, so basically, if anything goes bad, if I'm not able to go to the next index, that next index could be the starting point. Wait. Uh, Wait. No, it's not possible to go. If it's possible, if it's not possible, then try the next index. On our last trip, we ran out of fuel. Right. So this whole index is useless. I should look for something here and start doing it. Between ith and the starting points are bad. We can try for I+1. Okay. So how do I check for this? Let's say first as the, let's say it's -1. Okay. Now I need also, okay, this curve is basically going to be s of I minus of I. If this goes negative, for example, here it goes negative, so this is not possible. Go to the next one. Also reset this, maybe. Yep, not possible. And you try this one. This is also going negative because cost is greater. Right, this is also, this is like positive one, and you can also go this way. This is also good, so only this could be the answer. If current less than 0, answer is going to be I+1, and current is going to be 0. Return answer. This works. By the way, what if this is like n? Maybe just in case. Although I am, that's okay. Hmm. Hmm. No. Okay, my initialization is wrong. This is absolutely -1. Okay. So why I couldn't solve this? Because I never thought that if if it is not possible, then it can only be the next index. If it is not possible to reach here, then it is also Not possible. That means you can't start from here or here because you already had some kind of a surplus or zero. Okay. So what I was not able to understand, if I could go till here and this is not viable, then I can't start. Okay, makes sense. Is this done? Let's say I'm using all the stations. If I'm not able to reach, then the answer is -1, of course. Then I can try to remove something. Let's try to remove this one. Can I remove this? Can I remove this? Once you have successfully removed something, I may try to remove. This problem looks easy, but okay, so with a starting fuel, how many positions are reachable? Let's use a priority queue here. Let's push everything that is less than or equal to starting fuel. Then I will take the one which has the highest fuel. And then I have all the stations that are reachable. So it's a max queue, right? Okay. Now for int equals to 0. So we have some starting fuel, right? So if stations of if this is greater than start fuel, right, just break it, else I'm going to push the amount of fuel that I have. Now I know the maximum fuel, and now what I will do, this I can only move in a single direction. So let's take it like this, and okay, now we have I as well. Now we can try to pick, we'll pick the max. We will store this is in queue, but what is my target? When I can pick some maximum at the top. No. uh hmm. Maximize fuel, minimize stations. Minimize fuel, minimize. We will keep popping from station until we reach a target. Okay, let's see. While I is less than n, and let's starting position, let's say this is 0, and position is less than target. Okay, this is like a position till when we can actually reach. So what I'm going to do, I will do this position plus whatever is at the top. Now I'm going to pop this. I've used it. This is the maximum I can go further. Now I will start a loop from I thing better. Okay. So start fuel. I should this is not a position though. This is like but you also need position. So that is no. I don't need position at all. How long? I am not sure. Maybe one more problem. Maybe I can solve this in like 5-10 minutes. That's it. So I want this fuel to be less than equals to target. Okay. That's it. I don't need position at all. I am only playing with start fuel. Okay. Start fuel is less than target. Maybe this is always the case, but wait, this is also, this is false. If fuel is greater than equals to, then we have done. Yeah, fair. Okay, this is cool. Now we have this stack, a priority queue, and it has some values. We have picked like the minimum ones. When this loop will end, when I is less than n, if I is greater, if I go to like some, but what if it's not possible? How do I check it? Let's do that first. Sum up all the fuel. If f is less than my target, then I can return -1. Else this whole thing, and then we have answer as n minus pq dot size. Okay. Copy paste. Where is the issue? I popped it and I'm pushing it. I is less than n. Already checked. I plus 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 plus. Null pointer type. Undefined behavior of iterator 0 and plus plus I. Station of I comma 1, that is the fuel. And also, what if I'm not able to reach some station? Then also it's -1. Okay, this is not correct. Completely correct. Let's also check the size of a priority queue. Okay. If PQ is empty, that means something is wrong. So it should not be empty. And we may not need this anymore. Okay, good. Okay. Something is wrong. So if the answer is 0, that means pick. Wait, what? Picking output is 1. So what is the size of PQ? That is 0. Is that a good solution? Yeah, it's a good solution. Okay. But why I can't solve it? Like, I should be able to instantly see this. That this fuel unlocks some particular stations that I can pick. I will try to pick the maximum one. And then this I is going to be monotonic. And then those minimum stations I have picked. If I'm able to reach my target, that's good. Okay. Okay. But there is a better solution than mine, by the way. Maybe I don't have to use a priority queue. There is something better. Oh, they have used a priority queue. Sorting. I mean, it's good, right? 03 MSC up. It's okay. Good one. Um, I'll probably do them tomorrow now. 8 questions, 4 hards. That's good. Bye guys. I'll probably stream tomorrow. See ya.